Good morning, friends. We made it to another Friday. Grab you some pencils, colored pencils, whatever you have that you can shade with, and we're going to work on shading the composition that we started yesterday. All right, let's get started. Okay, if you're just joining us today, you may want to go back and watch yesterday's video because we did the letters as far as using the 3x5, but we didn't really care about measuring it. We just let them be different directions. And then the next step is you can take the letters. You can see these are different than here as far as, and you can outline them a little bit more and give them some depth, because that way, as far as if you've messed up a little bit here, it doesn't really matter. You can just go back over and make some of them a little thicker just to create a border. And again, if you have grandkids that you're taking care of at home, they love this because there's really not any way that they can make mistakes on it, because it's just so much fun. It's just something that you can do. You can create any word that you want. And then essentially you've created yourself a coloring page that you can add color to it with whatever color you want also. So we're going to just take and make some of these a little thicker lines. At this point, if you wanted to Zentangle inside the shapes, you could, or you could just make the colors, whichever one you want. It's just kind of a fun project that you could work on while looking out at the birds and the sky. Yesterday was beautiful. It's nice to get outside. We've had some nice days. Rich and I have been trying to walk when it's not rainy, and if you guys haven't done that, Martin Nature Park is a beautiful park just to get out and enjoy nature. They have lots of trails, so it's big enough that you can still do your social distancing, but you can get out and enjoy the outside. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'll maybe make this one a little bit longer too. So just take a little bit of time and maybe add some thickness to some of your lines. And then just practice. Use this as a practice page to practice with your shading with colored pencils. So you could start off and go like darker in any area and lighter. So this is a practice for shading for even later, where you start off darker to lighter, because there's really a technique that you have to work on and build up to do those gradual shadings. Then you can add layers to them. So it doesn't have to just be one color, and experiment with what these colors do. And if you're doing something with watercolors, you could do the same thing. You could experiment with how you're going to do your blending. Maybe you want to change colors and try some other colors, and just experiment with all different colors and how the different colors react when you put one color over the top of the other color. Here's a bigger one we can practice on. So you can go dark, and then you let up pressure with your pencil when you're shading, and just let lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And then if you're adding other colors on top, you go right over and do the same thing, and you get these nice built-up colors. I'm going to go from the back side and add some colors on this way. And you can see how this can be kind of relaxing and almost mesmerizing, because you can just keep adding different shades to something. Even if you want more shades, you don't have to just stop with 2 or 3. You can add more if you want it like to be darker, and you can just keep adding and practicing with different values. All right, and you can just continue to shade. Did you guys see how fast that was? I actually stopped it. I bet you didn't figure that one out. All right, here we go. Oh, my husband is laughing at me. He's getting so tired of these videos. All right, so we're gonna start off again, and I've been doing most of them light to dark, and you can kind of go one direction. He's a trooper though. He's been filming them. We've been here at the building, so we're not supposed to be here with very many people. And so since I'm quarantining with my husband anyway, he's been the videographer of this. So you can start off light to dark. And one of the things when you're shading with colored pencil, just a hint, is that you need to probably sharpen your pencils every now and then, because it's like a pencil that's not very sharpened has a really hard time giving you the shading edges that you needed. It's just nicer to start off with sharp pencils. Again, so you can add dark to light. So I'm letting up pressure as I'm going up this direction, getting more pressure down in this corner. And then I'm going to put just some red too also. Now we have a class that we teach here at Healthy Living also that's just called the Science of Color. And you're going to find that you have warm colors and cool colors. And cool colors tend to recede in a picture, and warm colors tend to pop out. So you'll probably find that if you just look at this briefly, your yellows and oranges and reds tend to pop out of the picture and stand out more than some of the other ones do. I think I'm going to put yellow down in here also. There's a little section that just needs a little color. And let's see, color we not used. I think that's going to have to be green. So I don't want to have the same color, but I'm going to put some yellow in it. So yellow and green together, makes a yellow green, but that's kind of a combination of cool colors and warm colors, because your warm colors are your yellows and your reds and your oranges, and your cool colors are your blues and your greens and your violets. So your yellow greens are kind of in the middle. I'm going to take some blue because I just want that little darker, just to kind of add to that three-dimensional section in there. So you can take and add different colors on top. All right, let's see. We're about finished. I think I'm going to go back to yellow on this one. And you can see how you could just kind of enjoy coloring this in whatever colors that you wanted and practice your shading. You could do this in watercolor, you could do it in markers, you can just do it in pencil if that's all you have, and just make it a black and white shaded. It doesn't have to be color, but it's kind of fun to add a little color every now and then, and this is just kind of a fun one that we could do that on. All right, let's go with this last one over here, light blue. And then I'm going to go back in with a darker blue. some of you that, again, know me, you know I'm left-handed, and this is really, I'm having a hard time keeping my picture in the same place, because normally I just like to move it all over the place and turn it different directions. But for the sake of the video, I'm trying to hold the picture in the same place. So we're going to do another blue down here to finish this out. We're almost done. And a little blue, and we'll finish it out with green in the middle. All right, there we have it, our wacky word, or wonderful wacky word composition of my friends. Have a wonderful weekend. I miss you guys so much. I'm looking forward to everybody coming back and being able to give you virtual hugs and virtual handshakes, and just know that I love you so much, and have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to wash your hands. Bye-bye.